not a licensed physician, not giving medical advice. Um, I have taken ADHD medications when I was younger, or I guess it'd be more accurate to say I took them. And I never had a problem with bodybuilding, but I don't know how well I would have done if I didn't take them. Perhaps I would have been able to get even bigger. I did push myself to eat as much as I possibly could in the morning, but I always made sure that I got my vitamins in before I ate as much as I could, because of course you have to swallow your vitamins with water, so you don't want to get really full and then you don't have room to have your vitamins. And then when I went to school, I'd always be snacking on nuts. I'd eat a big lunch, come home, eat a good amount of food. Always had about two big scoops of ice cream when I came home. Probably that helped with the calories so I didn't get too small. Always kept a very high protein diet. But some people do have trouble putting on size when they're using stimulants, like for ADHD, or drinking large amounts of coffee or pre-workout, whatever it may be. If you're using a lot of stimulants, there are some reasons why you could have trouble putting on size. Now, one is that they do raise your metabolic rate. However, that is generally not so significant. Maybe it is for you, but even with amphetamine, for example, medical studies have shown, and this is with rats, I believe, that when rats were given amphetamine, that the ones given it lost weight compared to the controls. Until they started eating the same as the control mice, then they were the same. Which also kind of throws a wrench in some of the other stuff I'm going to say, because if that's the case, that they can simply eat the same as the other mice and have exactly the same weight, then it means their digestive system seems to be able to absorb it all. However, they are mice, we are people. I know from my experience and other people's experience that when you take stimulants, your digestive system does not absorb everything that you put into yourself. It's moving a lot faster. Your body works like in the fight or flight or rest and digest. Adrenaline is fight or flight, choline is rest and digest. Stimulants stimulate the adrenergic fight or flight mode. Your body doesn't need to spend its energy digesting food, it needs to spend its energy sending it to your muscles and your brain, getting you ready to fight or flight. So what can you do to help that? Well, first of all, let's go back to metabolism. Well, I started talking about this. Your digestive system. Opioids slow it down. Now, before you think I'm recommending you to start doing heroin or something, which I certainly do not recommend, very good chance you will destroy your life if you do that. But there are medications that are opioids which only act on your body and not your brain, meaning that you also do not have the addiction and dependence. You have some sort of dependence, but it's not like if you were doing heroin or fentanyl or oxycodone. And it's not going to be pleasurable, so you're not going to compulsively redose and take higher doses. Unless you love constipation, you're not going to find yourself chasing, I wouldn't call it chasing the high, because there is no high, but you're not going to find yourself popping pill after pill, trying to get more out of it. However, if you do take a little bit, maybe like 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram of loperamide, which is a peripheral acting opioid, with your stimulant, you'll notice that your digestive system is a lot more normal. Everything's not just coming out of it. I mean, hopefully you aren't taking so much stimulants that everything's just coming out. But of course, if you take your ADHD medication, especially drink your coffee on top of that, your digestive system does not want to hold on to food. But if you take 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram of loperamide, it's going to slow everything down. You're going to absorb a lot more. You're going to get more calories, more protein, more fats, more vitamins, more everything. And another thing is that when your digestive system is working very well, when it's not working very good and it's going very fast, just letting everything out of it, that also disrupts your gut microbiota. It's thought that we may even have our appendixes because long ago we used to get sick and just everything came out. Now, who knows how much your fast digestion on stimulants is destroying your microbiota, but it's probably disrupting it to some degree. Now, another approach, if you didn't want to take loperamide, is you could try beta blocker. It's not going to work as good as loperamide for your digestive system, but you can, depending on which beta blocker you take, go selectively for your heart to slow your heart down, or if you take a more broad-acting beta blocker, or even it's just a general adrenergic blocker like propranolol, propranolol. That will also block the adrenaline in your gut, causing it to not let food out so fast. So you can experiment with that, see how it works out. And the added benefit is that you'll also slow down your body's metabolism, so you're not burning through those calories as much. Now, a lot of people have issues with gaining weight, but if you are one of these people who has, most people have issues with losing weight, like they gain too much weight. But if you're one of these people who struggles to gain weight, then a beta blocker could be very beneficial for you, especially if you're taking stimulants, because not only are you going to get more digestion and absorption, but you're going to have a lower metabolic rate. A big part of that is also your heart. Your heart, when it beats, it uses fat for energy. Your heart does use energy. It doesn't just beat by itself. So you save a lot of calories if you slow down your heart rate. Plus, it slows down your whole body. So yeah, these are the chemical means, the pharmacological means by which to modulate your weight gain and weight loss as it's related to stimulants without losing the desirable effects. Primarily, it's about your digestive system. But you do also want to make sure your diet is on point. But I'm not going to spend long on this. Like, make sure you get your vitamins in, your minerals in, your calories in, your protein in. It's pretty obvious. Just, it doesn't do you that much good if you eat a really good meal and then you just crap it all out right away. Hopefully you're not taking that much stimulants, but it's easier to show it in the extreme rather than be like, if it passes through you 10% faster, then you're going to get like this much less. Yeah. So I hope you like this video. Hope it helps you. I never had a problem with ADHD medications in bodybuilding. In fact, I think, if anything, I thought they helped because you have a little more energy. But that's me. So please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. It's hard to hold myself back, but it's going to sound like wacky health advice, wacky fitness advice. And before I say it, I gotta say that even if I drink alcohol every day and my liver enzymes are A-okay, but if you struggle to get calories in, alcohol has a lot of calories. I'm not joking. No fitness person's going to tell you this, and probably at first it will sound crazy. I'm not saying to get wasted every day. I'm not saying to ruin your health with alcohol. I'm not saying to become an alcoholic. But keep that in mind, that alcohol does have a lot of calories. And mixed drinks, a lot of sugar, have even more calories. Beer has good calories and carbohydrates. Wine has a lot of calories and sugars. But even straight alcohol, vodka, has a good amount of calories. So who knows? Maybe add 1 or 2 shots of vodka to your diet at the end of the day. That is easy calories. Now, it's also easy to eat some peanut M&Ms, but who knows? Maybe you add in the peanut M&Ms and the vodka. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. And yeah, leave a comment. You think that's crazy advice? Write it. You think it's good advice? Write it.